Oh my God. What a day, what a day. Nuggets are back. Let's get it. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show. Oh my goodness, the energy is unbelievable from this panel. This is the DNVR Nuggets pregame show presented by Bet365. Never ordinary. I'm your host, Adam Mares, and I am joined by a distinguished panel. Wait, what the heck? What's going on? What are these guys doing? Who is this here?
Happy Halloween, Adam.
You guys look incredible.
Happy Halloween, Adam.
Wow.
Hey, listen.
Are you guys stepbrothers?
Brothers sometimes dress like one another, you know what I mean? We just wanted to do something special for the show.
You guys look phenomenal. Wow. There it is.
Go ahead. Let's go.
What an incredible start to the show. Great costumes, guys. You guys look incredible.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing myself in the screen. I didn't realize we were wearing them tonight until about
10
2
seconds.
minutes ago.
Dev says he texted you like 12 times.
No, Jeff bought the costume. Listen,
I'm the best person on earth. People don't know it.
Dev's the best. I just did, I'm not. Here we are. Let's go.
Man, this is truly incredible. Despite my co-star's appearance, we have a great show for you guys today. We're going to look at some Nuggets stats.
I'm Dev Dobak.
You guys know I've never seen the movie.
What?
Never seen it.
What?
I've never seen it. I don't think I will like it. I don't want to be the guy that ruins
The
it.
one thing I'll say is that luckily this set is big enough because there's so much room for activities. You don't get that, but it's the
I
greatest.
do. That's like a line I get. Everybody's seen that one. But I do know you guys look perfect. You like nailed it. Yeah. Is this a costume, or did you like find the sweaters organically, or is it a stepbrother's costume?
The world may never know.
I do like the idea that he bought you a collared blue shirt too.
I bought this myself last night at Target.
Oh, there you go. We have a great show for you today. We're going to ask what stats about the Nuggets. I have some stats. Are they real or are they fake? You guys are going to have to tell me. We're also going to talk about a new court. Hey, you get to put on your graphic designer hat and...
My graphic designer wig.
I'm so excited for you to critique graphic design while looking like this. I can't wait for it.
I think this is the way that people generally read my tweets. As though this is like
this is you. And then also, Dev's going to give betting advice. You can choose whether or not to invest in the things he tells you.
You better put your money into this. We're making money. We're making money.
We're making money today. Nuggets hosting the Utah Jazz. They're back in Denver. I got D-line with me.
My vest is not backwards. I just put it on so hastily. You don't see the V.
I've also got superstar Dev over there.
Dev Dobak. I want to go by Dev Dobak today.
That part I don't get. So there are some things here I get, some things I don't.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz, Denver Nuggets. Division rival, division game. Nuggets back at home. The Jazz, how do you think they're doing so far, D-Line? I don't know if your ear has been to the ground.
It
on
has
NBA.
been. I watched them. They are terrible.
They've been really bad.
They are a bad team. I watched them against the Suns, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, man, this is going to be an interesting Western Conference battle. And I was like, dude, the Jazz are horrific.
They're pretty bad. They lost to the Suns by 22 points.
22. So the thing about the Jazz, if you asked me how I think they're doing, I think that always they're going to be middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Always, forever?
Always.
You know,
Where are they,
Jazz.
500?
No, they're
That's-
1 and 2.
Oh.
They beat the Clippers, so they have a weird profile. Lost to the Suns by 22. Beat the Clippers by 2. Lost to the Kings by 16, I think.
They're playing all the West. Just going through it.
They're all West, and now they come to Denver. So, great opportunity for Denver to get a win on the second night of a back-to-back. They're 12th in offense, 30th in defense. Dev, keep that in mind tonight when we're making bets.
Well, I have
Currently,
to.
I know it's early. These numbers can go up and down, but 30th in defense. So, take the over, I guess. Michael Malone, you guys want to hear some notes from him pregame?
Love to.
Michael Malone was in a good mood, a very calm mood.
Can you imagine, first off, if Michael Malone is in a bad mood at any point during this early part of the season?
Seasonal depression?
No, that's not a bad mood. That's like, if he is like low, that's one thing. But if he's like upset, like that's a Michael Malone issue.
Yeah, he's got to take inventory of
Like he's
himself.
got to look in the mirror.
Yeah. He said, somebody asked him about, you always go 4 starters and then 4 bench guys and 1 starter. You rotate like that. I ask him this, by the way, guys, I think I've asked him this question every year for 5 years. This is the first time somebody else asked it. He says it's just something that's worked for us. It's gone well. And what hasn't gone well is ever having both Jokic and Murray off the court. I think he's like, we'll never do that again because he's been hurt by it. He says game minutes are really valuable. And I thought this part was interesting. That's why I want to play Christian. I want to play Peyton. And then he said, hopefully, even Julian. I mean, tell me what you think, Dev. He's brought up his desire for Julian to play a lot. Like, it seems like it's very front of mind of him to try to find minutes for Julian Strawther.
Yeah, but I feel like this is the Michael Malone thing. He's done it every single year. There's a guy that you're like highly anticipated, or is having a highly anticipated start to the season that you think is going to play a lot more minutes, that he just makes work extremely hard for it. But also it's like the carrot that you're just really trying to chase that. Like, Julian Strawther has to come in and be professional. He has to, still do the things when he gets on. He has to be prepared because that's just the way. So I think that this is like what he's supposed to do, but also he knows that you have to like go through the chase.
Yeah. I like that one, but it also tells me that I think Julian Strawther's just going to get these surprise minutes, I think, which is great.
Julian Strawther's made it impossible to keep him on the bench. Like he's had a few minutes here and there. Well, he was awesome last game. He came in, he just like knocked down shots.
He was chucking it too. I think he got like 5 shots up in 4 minutes.
Julian Strawther is going to make it impossible for Michael Malone to keep him on the bench, despite his best wishes, despite his patterns in the past.
I mean, the bench is incredible. It's like a plus 50 net rating at the moment, though. Who's he? You don't mess with a great formula.
We'll see.
Keep it
locked.
Keep it locked. Speaking of, Reggie Jackson is in the spot that he would be most likely to take, in my opinion. He said of Reggie, he's really confident right now. And and this is good to know because I do think Reggie's confidence is an important thing for him. I think he needs to be confident. So him saying he feels like Reggie's confidence is really high is great. But he also used this phrase. He has command of that second unit.
It's true,
You agree?
man. Dude, so after the first game, we were talking about, like, is Reggie the guy? And I was like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's not the guy. And then, since then, Reggie's looked incredible. Yeah. I mean, Reggie, to me, hasn't looked like the guy that is in control of the offense as much as the guy that is just the bailout guy, the big government guy. Like, he's just making shots. He's incredibly poised. He is like the guy that we expected to have last year. I mean, there really is something to the fact that he's practiced with the team. Like, he's not just like trying to impress everybody. He's comfortable. He's calm. Like, he's looked great. I mean, it's really hard to find any issue with anybody on the court so far this year.
That's so true. He did say of Utah, he's concerned about their rebounding. In their win against the Clippers, they had 17 offensive rebounds. Here's the thing about the Utah Jazz. I think they're trying to lose. I think they're trying to not. I don't think they built a roster to compete. They have
Caleb Williams, dude.
They want to get Caleb Williams. They don't really have a great point guard. They do have Colin Sexton, who has been a Nuggets killer, by the way, in years past. But they don't have a lot of guards and point guard play, but they have a lot of bigs. So I think the one way they could beat you is on the offensive boards. And so he said, for me, that's my concern. We got to own the glass tonight. Lastly, Michael Malone says, every year when the schedule comes out, I'm pissed off.
Oh, God.
He said, this is the only 5 games and 7 nights on the schedule. We're at game 2 of a 5 and 7. So it's early enough in the season, and he said maybe it's best that these come early in the season. But this is probably the most condensed portion of the season, starting yesterday and then continuing through Saturday of the whole year.
I think it's perfect because usually the Nuggets, especially like Jamal and Jokic, are trying to work themselves into shape. They're right now playing themselves into shape, and they already have a 3-0 start, soon to be 4-0 start. But I think it's just great that they, just get to work themselves into shape and just get off to a good start. So get it out of the way early, so you don't have to think about it later when guys are tired and got their legs up under them.
Truly, man, this is like a gift that this comes at the beginning of the season. Like they're healthy. They're not worn down by the road. They're not worn down by the season. This is like the championship bump, man. We're like the every year when we look at the schedule, we're like, they forgot the Nuggets until the end. They just like penciled them in.
Hey, now they had to start with the Nuggets.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were like, oh, geez, I guess we'll front load it for them a little bit, dude. It's great, dude.
Yeah.
This side of the NBA is beautiful.
It really is. The greener pastures over here.
It's
oh my
the
gosh,
greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
Guys, I got some numbers here I want to throw out at you, and you guys tell me if they are real or make believe. Really, if you just think they're sustainable. Number one, the Nuggets, through 3 games, have the 7th ranked defense in the NBA. The 7th ranked. Is this a thing that we're going to see all year, Dev? The Nuggets, a top 10 defense?
Yes, this is true. This is as true as it gets because they really have an identity for that now. Also, they have a second unit that's just not going to be hemorrhaging points the entire time. So that is like usually when it starts. Like even if the starters are having an off night, Malone now has a second unit that he could say, hey, you guys aren't playing hard. I know a group that will. And he could go with that.
Yeah.
Dude, the second unit has been a revelation. Defensively?
Currently, they're like the bad boys Pistons.
So, shout out. But like, to me, they're like a little too good. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I can trust it just yet, but P-Watt has been unbelievable. Christian Brown, just this last game. I mean, I guess all of my opinions are coming off last game, which was the greatest basketball game ever played by a team.
Yeah.
It seems like a little unsustainable just because you just never know. Like, the starters play good defense. Contavious Caldwell-Pope has been the man. You just never know what you're going to get out of Jokic. Like the backline defense, like. But I mean, I don't think it's unthinkable that for them to be hovering around the top 10.
The numbers have been phenomenal for the second unit. Here's what I'll say. I think they're playing sustainable defense, though, and they have really good defenders. I think as the year goes on, Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, those guys I just think are going to be good defenders. So
for sure.
I think they'll be a top 10 defense this year, and I think that's going to be a cool little feature. What about this one, you guys? Jokic is taking 3.7 threes a game. That's the highest since his sophomore season by far. About 1.2 more than he has the last couple of years. Is this real?
Yes.
Jokic, the 3-point shooter?
Dude, he's been great at it too. Like, why would you stop?
Why would you?
He has been. We noted this last year going into the playoffs. He started to shoot more and more threes. I mean, it just, for a player like Jokic, his specific game, like making it so you literally can never relax when he has the basketball, like. Yes, I absolutely think this is a point of emphasis for him, and his shot looks better.
He's shooting 46% from 3.
He's shooting 46%, but it's also like he's worked on his shot. Like, it's not as high arcing. I don't know if you've noticed, or like if I'm the only ones, if I'm just making something up or not, but like the trajectory seems a little bit different to me in a positive way, and like I just think it's something he probably like in between horse racing and being shirtless.
Yeah.
Like he was probably shooting threes.
Yeah, I don't think that this is real. I think it's just because he's knocking down shots. Also, when the shots stop falling, he's going to be like, okay, we need a basket. How do we get a basket?
Sure.
Oh, me making floaters and shots around the rim is the best, thing in basketball right now. So I'm glad that he's taking the shots early and he's seeing them fall because maybe that, he doesn't go away from it. It also makes it harder for people to defend him inside and out. But I just know when he gets tired or when it's later in the season they need a basket, he's going to go inside.
So there's a comment here from Young Bowen that says, Dev, okay, I see you with the costume, implying that I'm not. Only Dev.
But Eric, what are you? I don't know what you are. Dev, I know what you're brothers, right? What about you, man?
This is a rough night for me.
I love it. It looks great.
All right, we're talking about 3-point shooting. Zeke Nnaji, how many threes would you guess he's taken this year?
0.
Like one?
One.
Yeah.
1. He's 0 for 1 through 3 games. He has more rebounds than threes.
I was just about to say, no, he's tied. He is tied.
He had 2 last game.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
He's doubled it. No, but Zeke, we've heard all for 2 years, working on his shot, got a shot doctor. It's improved. Guess what? Now he just doesn't take them. What if the way they fixed his shot was to stop taking it?
Well, it just seems like he's like hanging out in the paint.
Yeah,
He's
getting
just
fouls.
not. He's like now he's the 5. He's like not being the stretch 5, even though he's not rebounding. It's very confusing.
So is this real then? You don't think Zeke Nnaji, the shooter, is just no more?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that this is real. I think that he now has like converted himself into being the 5, where he's not, on the perimeter. He's not, doing those things. And also he's like the rim roller now. He never pops. So like this is just kind of by design or part of the offense. I do hope he starts finishing it around the rim for dunks because it's going to be a lot easier. But I think that he's just a rim roller now.
You know what? I'm taking it tonight. I don't even know what the odds are. Zeke Nnaji, 0.53s. Over. I'm taking it tonight.
Whoa.
Tonight, Walker Kessler patrolling the paint. They're going to have a pick and pop strategy. He's knocking one down tonight.
Is Walker Kessler the backup 5?
He's the starting 5, but stagger. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll find out. MPJ, 11 rebounds per game. Michael Porter Jr.
This is real. This is real. That's high, but this is real. Michael Porter Jr. is a real thing, man. He's done it every game.
We're going to have to make a Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah,
shirt.
I already started on one. Michael Porter Jr. is very real. Michael Porter Jr. realized that he is approaching 7 feet tall. He has incredibly long wingspan. I think in years past, for him, it's just always him being timid about being physical for reasons that we can all probably imagine. But these rebounds are coming easily for him. He's not, he's taller than most people. He can out-jump a lot of people. His athleticism started to return at the end of last season, and it's only gotten stronger going into the season. I'm all in on Michael Porter Jr.
He understands where to be now. This is a real thing. He's just, it's about positioning. He's not just out rebounding people. He's not also boxing out. He just understands okay, I'm going to just go and grab the board. Also, I think Jokic is now okay, I'm going to box my guy out because there goes another person that can rebound. So it's just more people being bought in. But also, I think that he understands I can grab the ball and go. And I think a little bit has to do with being an improved ball handler. They just go when he gets the ball. That's a little bit new to him. So I think his game is just evolving. But I think that that's a real thing because he is tall, he's athletic, and now just has a higher IQ for that part of the game.
I think the rebounding is probably real, but I just think Michael Porter is a good rebounder, and I do wonder if being healthy, that was the only missing piece was could he rebound? You can't help yourself.
Dude, 2 things. Anytime I look at this screen, it's a disaster. I see Dev and I together. I can't stop laughing. But the greatest thing about this stupid show is that if ever we say anything, it's just a waterfall of nicknames that just immediately happen. Michael Porter Jumper, Michael Border Jumper,
Michael Porter Jumper,
Michael Rodman Jr.
I love it. These are all good. You're right. I would have laughed too.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
We have to go quickly through this next segment, but you guys know Adam Silver has long wanted to do the in-season tournament. Well, he's got it. We've seen rumors, although we haven't talked about it, about jerseys they'll wear now for these games, which are hideous. But don't worry, it gets better. They also have courts. They are making custom courts. It was announced today. Zach Lowe got the exclusive on ESPN of these custom courts they have made, and you can't wait till you see them.
Oh, I've seen them.
Kale, can you please bring up the Denver? Oh my God! What the heck am I looking at?
So, as a design professional,
how would you?
I will tell you that the NBA badly wants to exist exclusively in 2K.
Yeah.
This is a 2K court. The NBA is so into the idea of just this is bright. It's candy.
Bring it back up, dude.
It's for children. It is ridiculous. There are so many things you can poke fun at with this thing. It's very loud. It also kind of looks like the Warriors. Where's the red? 5280. I've noticed. Yes, I've now starting to piece all of this together. What's going on with the jerseys and why did they make certain decisions? It's because you could see that's the center logo in the middle of the court. It's the thing that they have on their jersey has to then also work in the middle of the court, which is why a lot of them are oddly simplistic. This is whatever. I mean, this is kind of the nice thing about this is that it's a fun one-off, and so I kind of in that sense that they just went for it. They just really went over the moon with this thing. This is candy. But if I had to look at this every game, I would lose my goddamn mind.
I kind of want the Nuggets to lose the in-season tournament now.
I know, dude. I want no part of this.
I want no part of it, man.
I like the idea that the court's going to be different on those games that matter, because like I would want to know when that is or why.
You're right. It will draw attention to
that's
the fact
whole point.
that something.
Yeah,
because
because
you're like,
I would be like,
this
this is just a regular game. But if I look at the court, I'm like, this is not a regular game. They now have a court to show me that this game means a little bit more, or it's for a reason that they're changing that up. So I do like that part. Also, is the free throw line like the championship trophy?
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a little
that.
confusing. Like, are you
I
checking
think
out?
that's
Like, what is
pretty
going on?
cool.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, that part is dope to me.
I mean, these things are. Don't get me wrong. Like, these things are absolutely ridiculous. They are completely hideous. But there's something kind of funny about that. And there's like something that they like are going this hard in the paint, on the paint.
Yeah. Don't you feel though like basketball's always been played on the hardwood? This to me feels like Boise State's football field is blue, and it's like
I'm telling you, they want to live in the world of 2K.
Yeah, where it's like digital. Like,
you ever played on like the it's like Legoland court at DU? Like
No.
DU University.
They have a Legoland court?
No, I'm just saying the court looks. It's like a carpet, like mat type of thing.
What?
It just looks different. I'm sure that I played in the game with you there, but but like it looks like kind of childish. Yeah. But I do like the idea of like switching it up when you can to let us know, because how else would we know that it's that?
Right.
It's like you watch the show, you could tell it's the Halloween episode right away. There's
If you look at Dev,
if you look at Dev, yeah, like if you look at me, for example, or maybe D-Line, you don't know.
Normal day.
I think it's hilarious how much we push for like the 5280.
Yeah.
I do think that that's hilarious because like NBA guys know like running here is tough, but they don't understand like all of that. Like if you were to say like how much, like what is the elevation in Portland, they don't know. Like the guys don't know the other places. So I do think it's funny that we push 5280 so much.
I bet it's 0. They're probably at sea level. The thing about the other funny thing about 5280 is like just leaning into how deeply American this league is. Like the rest of the world doesn't know what 5280 is. The 5280, just I see people asking, a mile, which is already confusing to you. A mile is a system of measure we came up with long ago, which means almost nothing, and it's divided into 5,280 of King George's feet. So I hope that helps you out there.
Let's open up Bet365's sportsbook app, and let's let Dev make decisions with us in that costume.
Oh, we're gonna make money. We might go for a sweep with these costumes.
Boy.
Denver comes into this game as 8.5 point favorites on the second night of a back-to-back, and that tells you all that you need to know about Utah. They lost to the Suns and got beat to sleep. Denver's going to do a bit more of the same. The thing is, Utah can't really score at all, and they were playing against some fast-paced, high-scoring teams, and they still could not score or put up points. So the over-under is 226. It's going to be an under because, Utah can't score. It's going to be a munder.
You think we're getting a munder tonight?
A double munder. We're going to get that.
Back-to-back munders?
The thing about
back-to-back
the thing that's great about this munder is the Jazz's over-under is at 109.5. So you can just go in there and just get the under on that 109.5.
He's so slow. You know, he tells me a thing and he's like, but don't do that. I'm like, damn it. You just.
Oh, no, they're both happening. They're both happening. Right. And have you ever been on this show before? I do.
You always get me every time.
Another bet that I like, it's for Denver to just start fast and not and just close the door on them. Denver is a -3 in the first quarter. They're going to be up by more than 3 in the first quarter. I think Utah has a decent bench. When you look at their starters, like their bench is okay, but their starters are going to go down by so much, it won't matter. So -3 in the first quarter. For Utah, it starts and ends with Markkanen, who for some reason plays well against Denver. He just does.
He's a good player, Markkanen.
I like his over on rebounds. It's at 7.5. He's coming off of a game. I think he had 12. That's the only thing that they have going with him. I also like his rebounds plus points at 29.5.
All right, I'll pass.
I don't like anything else that Utah has to offer.
Okay.
I don't think they have much more to offer.
Really?
Utah.
All right.
What about
for Denver?
Let's go Denver, yeah.
They're going to have to get their stuff quick, super quick. To start, they have Jokic rebounds too low. It's at 12.5. And it's plus
Walker
money.
Kessler's big, man.
It's plus money. He's going to get 12 and a half rebounds. Yes.
Anytime Dev is like this dismissive of an idea, it always hits.
That
When Dev's like, he's going to get his points, rebounds, and assists, we're like, are you sure? Hits in the first quarter.
Yeah. That's going to hit, though, 12 and a half rebounds. And it's plus money. Get that in. AG to get a steal is one that just keeps happening, so we're just going to keep adding it.
Can we bet on swats and blocks yet?
Yeah, you can.
No. Oh, you have Peyton Watson. We do have steals, and we have blocks. Oh, let's go.
Well, you'll get to that part. You'll get to that part. Let me finish up.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I love it. Oh.
Bet365 has a unique bet. It's one that I like. Jamal Murray over 1.5 assists in the first quarter. So you could just go to the first quarter milestones.
First quarter milestones?
Yep, first quarter assist. Jamal Murray to get 1.5. I think that he starts early. I think that Jokic is going to be able to eat very early. It's going to come from him.
Jamal Murray, 1.5, yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Michael Porter Jr. rebounds continues to hit, and they have it at 7. He has gotten this in the first quarter in the last 2 games. First quarter. Why not just go back to the well there? The lock of the game.
Oh, boy.
Easy.
Oh, my God.
Easy.
Oh, my God.
Christian Brown, points plus rebounds is at 9.5.
Really?
Points plus rebounds. He's going to get that in points alone. His points is at 5.5.
You know
That's
what?
also
I do
a lock.
like this bet.
That's also a lock, especially if you think about he's going to play with the second unit. Starters are going to be sitting in the fourth quarter. He'll be out there playing.
I'm going big on this one, Dev. You never lied to me.
That one's going to hit for sure.
Okay.
All right, now which is the one that you like for Peyton Watson?
So steals and blocks. Why not? But why not combine them? You combine them, you get 1.5, and it's plus 160.
It's plus
160,
bro.
He's gonna get one of each at least,
bro. He's gonna get 4 blocks,
dude. I'm in. I love it. I'm going. I'm putting a double bet on that one.
Dude, living in the Swatson era is something that I never thought would be as beautiful as it is.
Can I tell you one other thing? Let's go over here. Let's go to players threes made. Michael Porter.
I know, dude. He's back on.
Dude, Michael Porter got switch on, dude. Hold on. 2.5 and it's minus 115. I almost feel like taking. Is there alternate three somewhere, Dev? Do you know? Is there like a player alternate threes? There's got to be, right?
Dude.
There's got to be an alternate.
Jumper? Let me see if
I'm not quite familiar with all these like alternate ones. I don't think so. I got to just go straight threes. That's the one I'm taking out. Michael Porter. Oh, threes made milestones. There is it. Yep. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So you go over to Michael Porter. Should we get greedy and go 4?
No, don't get greedy.
It's plus 220.
It never gets good to be. It's never good to be greedy.
It's good to be greedy. I'm getting greedy tonight, you guys. I'm going to Michael Porter. I'm getting greedy. That's what I think. I think I saw, especially on rewatch, I saw he hit one little baseline and gave himself like a
No, he's back.
I'm feeling it, baby.
Michael, dude.
But now you're home?
He's back, dude.
The home crowd behind him.
A bunch of big guys that just want to stay in the paint. They don't want to go run out on the perimeter.
Yeah. They're going to pack the paint.
Man, we got reckless with our bets tonight. I love it. All right, everybody. Oh, yeah, I did say Zeke, didn't I? Zeke 3-pointers. All right, let's hop in on that.
There's no way they have Zeke on the bet 365. I could bet 365 they don't.
Are you serious? You must have looked at this. They don't allow it. Are they saving me from myself?
Yes.
Man, that is such a bummer. They don't have it. You're right. Do they have Zeke rebounds? Hold on. Let's get Zeke. They gotta have Zeke. I gotta bet on Zeke.
What is the line going to be?
What would you put the line at?
3.5, 2.5,
1.5.
Bro, they don't have him.
Do 1.5. That's a fun one.
They have Christian Brown rebounds. They don't have Zeke Nnaji rebounds on here. I tried Zeke. I tried to
always get what we want.
All right, everybody, hit that like button for on the way out. We'll be right back here after the game in these costumes.
We all silly like the mayor.